Good day, everyone. I'd like to suggest some potential reading material that an old friend from the men's community, Chris Vody, has come out with recently that he's been working on for, I know, quite some time, called the Boys and Men's Issues Handbook. And basically, you can look at Amazon and see kind of the topics that are covered in the book. It has about 260 pages of actual material before the sources from the looks of it. And no, I have not read it. It's something that I plan to eventually purchase and read, although I've not yet done so. So I can't say that I know exactly what to recommend with it in terms of having read it myself as kind of a caveat, but I would recommend at least considering his material because more or less I know that he puts a lot of thought and effort and research into the stuff that he produces. He has a channel on YouTube titled Mad Cat, although he does not publish videos too often anymore. I think he's kind of semi-retired from doing that. But I will eventually give his new book a read. It is something that I'm sure will take a little bit of time to get through if you're not a particularly fast reader like myself. But again, you can look at some of the issues that are discussed, such as basically all the things that men and boys do not have any sort of help with, from discrimination in terms of work and relationships and school, the different types of abuses that boys face as they grow up without any sort of help, sort of history of a lot of different things that has affected men and boys a great deal that no one really kind of focuses on or cares about in the mainstream. Those kinds of issues, more or less a very detailed description, a very detailed account of a variety of issues that really have gone unanswered and have not been dealt with in any way that affects boys and men that our society really doesn't care to have any solutions for. And I'm sure that it's also a very good resource for any sort of nonsense that you hear about, but we need to do more for women and girls have all these issues and whatnot. My version of that is basically that compared to men and boys, women don't have issues of nearly the same level or degree or seriousness. But those are kind of my own words. You can read Chris Vody's publication for yourself. Again, if you order it off of Amazon, it is Boys and Men's Issues Handbook, and it just came out the beginning of this month, the beginning of December. So it's something I will eventually purchase and read myself, and I encourage anybody else that has interest in that sort of breakdown of the problems that men face that really don't have any sort of solution in society, that no one really wants to focus on, the double standards that I'm sure are discussed in that literature, in that handbook that Chris has come up with. If anybody is interested in having pretty detailed, pretty well thought out information on that, I'd recommend it, with the caveat that I have not read through it yet. But I would at least suggest checking out that material, and if it's something that you're interested in, I would consider purchasing it from him on Amazon. So I would like to thank you for watching this video and for considering that suggestion and that material. Again, it is Chris Vody's Boys and Men's Issues Handbook, and it covers those topics as I've described here, or again, to the best of my knowledge, that's what it covers, and I would consider at least checking it out. Thank you.